What you been playing recently? What was something you would recommend to the viewers?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Now, Kung Pao Enter the Fist is a
That's
different
one.
book.
That's that one.
Hey,
That we.
bro, my
That's a
man
guilty
Betty.
pleasure.
My
That's a
man
guilty
Betty,
pleasure.
bro.
Me and Quinn used to watch that shit all the fucking time, dude.
With the ninja, with the squirrel chucks?
Yes.
Gopher
Shout
truck.
out
That's
to
what he called him.
Gopher Chucks, yeah, Gopher
Yeah.
Chucks, my nigga with the Gopher Chucks. I used to watch that shit all the
Bro, he had to pull like these little like triangle like nipple pieces out his chest, bro.
Yeah, when he pulled him up,
Yeah,
just blood
with the
spread out, the nigga was like, "Nyah."
yeah, with the triangle monster.
My name's Betty. I was like, what?
You know how much I love that Nintendo Switch!
What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy QKG, and today we are back with another episode of the DoubleEdge podcast, and we got all the homies back here today, and we're just gonna go ahead and go down the list. So, just looking at my screen right now, we have the returning homie himself, Dom, aka For Real Mike. Go ahead and say what's up to the people, boy.
What's up, people? I'm glad to be back.
Damn, that's it. Shit. All right, bro.
I got more, but you know, there's a long list of brothers waiting for their moment to shine. So why should I take that away from them?
True. Okay, look at being humble. Then we got the next one here, Derek, also known as damn, I can't speak. And also known as Techno. Go ahead and say what's up to the people, boy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Hey, and then down here we got the big homie Mufasa with his deep ass voice. Go ahead and say what's up to the people, Matt.
Welcome to our nerd session.
Hey, and then last but not least is my actual big brother, my blood brother, D Shizzle, aka Wheel. Go ahead and say what's up to the people.
Fuck you. Oh shit. I do not go by D Shizzle unless it's by Q itself. So believe me, I appreciate the little nickname, brother man.
Hey, but y'all can still call him Wheel, I'm just saying. Anyway, but besides the point, let's go ahead and get started with this whole podcast. We're going to go ahead and just start off with low-key, just because we always do this with gaming and film, we always kind of mix it up. But today I got something, I'm just going to switch it up a little bit. So, low-key, DC, I don't know why I keep saying low-key, but DC dropped a bunch of trailers to a lot of their new projects. And one thing that I could not stop watching is the Batman trailer. Just because he pounded this man in the applesauce. So I just have to talk to these guys because especially a lot of y'all here, y'all follow a lot of DC shit. And, if not, probably follow it as a religion. So, Dom, I just want to ask your opinion, dog. As somebody who been deep in these streets, what did you think about that Batman trailer?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think maybe Robert Pattinson it was a way for the trailer to prove like fans that were apprehensive wrong. I don't know if they're gonna go the crazy Batman route still, which would be like Frank Miller's Dark Knight Batman if he's pounding people into the streets like that. I don't know. DC has to prove quality, and the only thing they've been doing quality of late is their TV shows and their female starring based movies.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if we get a Nolan, if we get a up to standard of a Nolan or 1989 Batman film, we're good for me.
Nice. Okay. I respect that. And then next down on the list, Techno, low key. If damn, I gotta stop saying that. If everything what Dom said, I don't know if I asked you in the past before. If you do follow comics, I don't know. Do you have any expectations for this movie? Is there anything on your list that you would like to, possibly see in this Batman film?
I just want to see if Robert Pattinson is going to actually do a good job. I was intrigued by the trailer, but when they first put him up there, and I was like, glimmery vampire.
Yeah.
Like that's all I
gets
think
reminded
about
of
when
that.
I think about him. I know he done a lot of different movies, but that's the only thing I see when I see him. Like I just be like, shiny vampire.
And that's That's fine. I think I see him the same way, but I've seen that one scene. I think it's a movie called The Lighthouse that he did a scene with Willem Dafoe. That scene was really, really well done, and it did showcase, he has a good amount of range. But yeah, I mean, everybody kind of like is constantly reminded of, his Twilight days because he was.
Or Water for Elephants. He was okay in that, but
I was about to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of a weird scenario. He's constantly reminded of that because it was so big. And Matt, you were also knee deep in these streets, and you ain't stopped, dog.
But
But yes, you were knee deep in these streets, my guy. So what did you think about the Batman trailer?
the Batman trailer as a whole, I knew Robert Pattinson was. Seen some of his other stuff. I've seen some of his other movies, even some of his. He does have a pretty wide range. Everybody, I'm surprised that Dom missed this, but if you guys have ever read Batman Hush, it's actually references towards that particular graphic novel. And
Oh,
Batman what?
Hush, bro.
Oh, Hush, yeah. Well, they're gonna angle for that thing because that makes sense why they've been putting out what they've been putting out in the last. Yeah, now that makes a lot of sense why that comic came out yesterday. Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
continue forward. I'm gonna continue forward. Although I have high hopes for Robert Patterson, I don't like the fucking costume. I don't like his helmet, bro. It bothers the fuck out of me. But overall, I'm still gonna see it. I'm gonna see how he does it. His Batman is. I didn't particularly like Ben Affleck. I know that's a kind of a
Ooh.
that's kind of a biased field out there, but that's just my opinion. So overall, high hopes, but in terms of expectations, it's DC. In terms of movies, it's shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of figured I had a feeling you was gonna say that because I know how you felt about Batman versus Superman.
I hated Batman versus Superman. Suicide Squad made me sad. Birds of Prey was okay.
And that's the sad part. Birds of Prey didn't do that good in the box office because
it wasn't bad.
Because people they just needed to rename it. It's gonna do better.
It would have been good underneath any other title. But it is what it is. But that's my whole opinion about that movie at this point in time.
I understand. Yeah, I understand that. Definitely a pretty good point. And Deshaun, we have grew up on the Batman animated series. I mean, heck, we had Batman Beyond Toys, boy. We had the OG Batman stuff. We had all that crap. We've seen this stuff. What you think about that Batman trailer?
What you think, nigga? I was hooked. I probably watched that trailer more than all y'all did, to be honest with you.
Bro, he turned this man into sauce.
What you say, applesauce?
Applesauce, boy. The way he pounded on him, I was just really surprised to see him have that level of action, I guess. Because, I mean, I ain't really seen him do much like that before, but...
Twilight, that's all.
He was real aggressive.
Immediately, that's what you start thinking, so you don't think he can really go that far when it comes to, his range or whatever, but... You clearly see what Batman movies bring out of certain actors. Like, for example, Matt, no, like, this ain't no shade to you or no shit like that. But I heavily disagree. Like, I think Ben Affleck was a really, 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 really good Batman.
He's a good Ben Affleck. He's a good Bruce Wayne. I didn't know if he played a good Batman.
I liked him as Batman.
Didn't he kill a nigga?
What you say?
Did he kill somebody?
Yeah, that's crazy Frank Batman, though. That's the problem with it.
I understand that, but you're talking about a early-esque Batman with enough experience. I was like, it's hard to be too violent for Batman, but damn, he actually was killing niggas.
I'm about to say, I distinctly remember him either shooting somebody, but as far as...
somebody and then threw a car at a nigga.
I'm about to say, I don't know how many he killed, but when we were watching the movie, I was like, did he just kill him? I was like, is that not against his code? But I don't know, bro. I was just confused.
Frank Miller's Batman. Frank Miller's Batman's old like Ben Affleck, and he kind of breaks his code because he's a drunk alcoholic. if you know the scene in Batman v Superman
Yeah,
when he's having a hallucination of the bat,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and the bat's coming at him like the giant like man bat. That's from that was a nod to Frank Miller. That movie was like a mixture of like 3 different books, but it all leaned towards Frank Miller's Batman. So like when I say crazy Batman, that's what I reference is him breaking the known rule. Ben Affleck was great, like I said, as a Bruce Wayne, but like crazy Batman doesn't work in a film, not for a long running film.
Gotcha.
It works for people like me that like that, but like not in a long running film franchise. You can't do crazy Bat.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Like, can I just finish my opinion?
This guy.
Yeah, you can.
Niggas just cut me off. Fuck y'all. Overall, I fuck with him. Like, to be honest with you, I'm definitely looking forward to this one. And like I said, and to be honest, like I can't really say anything negative about what DC put out as of late, even in their feature films. Like I did enjoy Wonder Woman, of course. I enjoyed Aquaman. I even enjoyed Shazam. That was like
I did enjoy that film too.
Oh man,
had a charm to it. Even
I
Birds of Prey.
forgot Shazam. I forgot Shazam. My bad. And that's a really good film.
See,
They had my man Blood Diamond in there. I was surprised. It's like what? I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name, but he's been in like a million.
Jamin Hunsu?
Yes. I'm like, I don't know why I kept forgetting his name and like not knowing how to pronounce it. I would always read it in credits, but I would never like watch an interview when people say it.
He's Russell Simmons' ex-wife side nigga.
What? He is?
you didn't know that? Kimora Lee Simmons and Jimon Hunsu had a baby together.
I do remember that now. I remember
They
that.
had an entanglement.
Serious cuckold.
Hey, man.
They had
Really
an
fit in, I guess. I don't know. But
they had an entanglement. Shout out to
Serious cuckold shit.
That shit is never gonna die out, is it?
No.
Unfortunately.
hey, man. Like, hey, I mean, I ain't.
We shouldn't laugh at a man's pain like that, but boy, there's a level of how do you just allow that as a famous person?
Hey, that
You
show you
allowed
what
it.
people be on. Sometimes it might be some, some different
Well,
stuff.
I get that, but like keep your shit.
Yeah, like keep
like,
it private. Like,
Don't bring that shit to the table. Like don't. Like I feel that's embarrassing for your kids.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
bruh, August was Jaden's homeboy.
But that's like.
Facts.
True.
Yeah,
I
like,
would
you
be
good.
scarred if that happened. Like, if
Bro,
the shoe was on the other foot, I'd have been like, bruh, why is you smashing my mama? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. You can't.
I've been like, do you not know that's
Bro,
my
you
mama?
can't even have that conversation.
That's
That's not even a
disrespectful.
conversation.
Like,
But that's
my
how you.
mother.
That's how you know. That's how you know them Hollywood dudes is cut different.
Jaden
Because-
should have beat his ass, bro.
But
But the thing. Like, I don't know if Jaden's ever had a fight besides a Karate Kid. Like, I don't know. I don't know this man's history. I don't
That
know
wasn't
him.
even a real fight. That ain't even fair, dude.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, like
What you
people
do?
who aren't, they don't. I'm not gonna, sit here and act like the boy didn't come from money. Like, clearly his family's loaded. So I don't know if he's had fights and stuff like that, because the rich world and middle class, lower class world is completely different. So that's
But
why
you
I'm
know
just
August did. You know August did because he was like, I'm gonna fight for mine.
all right, look. So I mean, if they was to even fight,
Will would knock.
I don't
Will
know,
would
I
knock.
can't.
Will would mop the floor with him because Will been practicing to be Ali.
He
like
played Ali, bro. I'm like,
Exactly.
he played probably one of the greatest boxers of
Man,
ever.
fuck Ali. At this point, you done smashed his wife multiple times. You need to dig back in the dead shot, nigga. Kill this dude.
Never miss.
Never miss.
Like, that is just that's tragic, man.
And that was a smooth ass segue back to the topic.
Yeah.
All right, so hey, Will Smith, you ever say this, man? We ain't trying to disrespect you.
No, we
they
love
brought,
you,
They
Will.
brought it up. I ain't say nothing, but I think whatever your business is your business, man. Just
the anime memes won out on that one for me when they kept making that nigga look like Pain. It was the perfect moment because I felt that
They got
nigga's
too
pain.
creative, bro. They were getting too creative. Tragic. Oh, speaking of weird stuff. So I'm bringing this up to these guys because they don't know about this because it's in such a weird realm on YouTube. So since I am mainly a Nintendo Switch content creator and I do play a lot of Smash, bro, the Smash community is in shambles right now. And I don't know if it's gonna recover. So for those of you
talked
that
about it, and
for-
I
bro,
was like, whoa.
for those of you that don't know, for the viewers, the Smash community is filled with pedophiles and just sick individuals that like have, I don't know, bro. Like Sky Williams is in that kind of category too. Of he low-key had a house full of people, probably like maybe like a 3-bedroom house, but had like 30 people in there. So he made it to where he tried to open his home up to certain people who wanted to be content creators and kind of build their name or anything like that. But he had some of the weirdest like rules, bro. Like so Loki, he said like either don't wake me up, notify me when somebody's coming over, and then there's some other oddball rule that's like it don't mean nothing. But he has simple rules. Now normally whenever a rule gets broken, you just gotta talk to the person and be like, hey yo, whatever just happened, blah blah blah. This ain't cool. Let's just make sure this don't happen again. Blah blah blah. So y'all squash it. The first time it happens, he sends out this big message to everybody saying he about to go through rooms, breaking anything of interest that they have. They could have just bought something. If he thinks it's valuable, the most valuable thing, he gonna smash it. All because one person broke the rule or didn't say anything like that. But he was having he had underage girls there that was getting touched on in the house, and he would call people by names. He would be, calling them stuff like monkey and elephant and seagull, and giving them spirit animal names and shit. And the kicker is the girl even went to him, was like, bro, I'm being touched. Some weird things is happening. It was just kind of blew it off and kind of just was like, oh, because you a girl, I ain't gonna really pay that much attention. So they got that along with people and little kids getting touched on at freaking events, bro. There's this one girl, Senpai, she literally, they have it all on video, bro. She's yanking this little boy all around the area, trying to get him in the area so where she can suck his face, and then she sucked other things. But besides the point of all of that, the Smash community is, and it's not just one or two people, it's a bunch of people. And it happens at a lot of events, and people have been saying it for a long time until you actually get proof. So with all of that being said, bro, do y'all ever think that the Smash community can even recover after having, I ain't gonna say allegations, but at this point, people even came forward and had to admit because they had so much proof on them. So do y'all think it can even recover from now?
There's gonna be a whole lot of sweeping up under the rug.
Yeah. How can I say this?
But no, because there's always gonna be that one person that bring it back up and people be like, "Oh yeah, that did happen."
Community recover from shit like this? Yes.
I don't know. But here's the crazy
it happens
thing.
at events.
Here's the
Sorry. No, go ahead.
Here's the crazy thing. It's kind of like the furry community in my mind. There's a lot of positive. If you're into that, let me finish, bro.
Nigga.
Because me and you had an incident with a person that we know that will not be named. And this person was talking about how in the furry community, when they go to conventions, there's a lot of grooming of the younger people. And we looked at the person and was like, we want to punch you. Man had to stop me from catching a case.
Did you just literally just walk up to somebody and say, "Yeah, we be trying to get a little"?
Well, this conversation, and this person.
They're normally between the ages of 12 to older.
Yeah, and so.
And it make it sound like it's some kiddie shit, right? They say,
yeah.
just trying to unleash their inner beast, their inner animal. What, nigga?
Yeah, like so
That
I
sound
think,
like some brainwashing shit to me.
That-
Like,
but
That's
like
you want.
so to
Oh.
hear about it in the Smash community, which is a really weird, like in a fight game community, but then you think about how brazen people have been in the last
true.
6 months. People have been hella brazen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Let me cut in.
all right, cut in, my fam, cut in. I got you. Tag me in, bro. Tag out, bro.
It's going to recover because we still got lolly shit and anime and various other shit. Because that pedophile shit has always been around. It's just people have felt emboldened to go towards it. So it's gonna recover. Hell yeah, bro. It's about profit at the end of the day.
Well, yeah.
True.
Not to mention they're already working on an algorithm, most likely now, that can probably censor those motherfuckers out there into certain chat rooms. For pedophiles on the beat.
Well, they've been doing that, but my thing about a community is like if you go to an mostly anime, I've never really seen it in a comic convention, but I know I feel uncomfortable at an anime convention because you have underage girls really just
You got dudes that walk around in dresses, bro. That look
yeah,
like
well, not well that nah, I can take it or leave it with that because it's just whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do.
yeah, whatever floats
But
your boat.
it's literally a free.
but I always feel I feel weird when it's like young girls, like you know what I'm saying. For me as a straight male, I'm like, dude, young girls, I'll be like, oh, like I gotta check myself because it just be like, you don't know anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what? Fuck up your life for one potential.
All right, man, stop talking. He's gonna hit his favorite song.
What?
His favorite. He has a he made a jailbait jingle
A jailbait jingle?
about not dating underage women. So he's a jailbait. Why mess up your life for one potential night?
Nico, what you say?
Well, I mean, he's not.
He's not lying. He's not lying. But
Kids
some-
nowadays,
he
they're exposed to a lot more things, and they
what?
they
Yeah.
don't look like kids back in the day, like 13,
Yeah,
13, 14-year-olds.
they don't.
Man,
you
that's
got-
because these parents don't be having them chill out, wear age appropriate clothing, man.
Like y'all don't need to be sexualized because you
and
don't need to be
male,
doing that. It's
yeah,
not-
male and female, because there's nothing but predators out here now, man. It seemed like,
Did you hear about the fucking Netflix show about that?
oh man, oh, dude.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
The
Yeah, that
cuties,
new-
the
yeah.
thing that they were posting about that made me like want to choke somebody.
It's
Like
a
who?
French film. It's a French film, and it was made by a Senegalese woman who, of course, lives in France. And it was supposed to be surrounded by the exploitation that she said that she saw saw personally that these underage girls go through. Now, it's not necessarily on her for making that film. Be it you got ways of spreading awareness with it, but it's the way America's
It was mar-
Netflix tried to promote it.
Yeah,
That
it was
shit
mar-
came off like
marketing
pedo bait.
Yeah,
And on top of that, the film was rated TVMA. So it's like, even though it's surrounded by girls, little girls, and nigga, it's rated mature, it got a mature audience rating.
Who gonna be
Yeah.
watching it? Them,
It's straight up, it's literally like paradise for fucking pedophiles,
I'm like,
dude.
that's them lovely bones niggas. Like they wanna be just posted with they thick mustache and they weird hairstyles and
Bro,
I don't know,
it's-
man. I can't like that's I see what you're saying now. Like that would be they'd be
yeah,
that's nasty.
like
That's nasty.
that poster alone made me uncomfortable. I was like, bro, what is this?
And this whole conversation made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm like,
Thank you.
I ain't never understood that concept. I still don't understand that concept.
It's
but
a mental illness that needs to be talked about. And
No,
It's
that
kids,
should need to be
bruh, like-
purged.
Can't
Like
fix
that, them is kids. That's not cool, bro. That shit is not good. But that's.
But yeah, the fight. It's crazy that it hit the fight community like that, though.
out
I
of
didn't-
all communities for it to be in Super Smash Brothers, which is like probably one of the most kid-friendly fighting games you can play for all ages.
Yes.
That's why I'm just like, why is
Well,
all
that-
this going
well, that's
on
like-
here?
That's
But-
like that RuneScape YouTuber and stuff back in the day,
oh, yep. I know what you're talking about.
and Minecraft, and they're lurking everywhere that they can. But like I,
Yeah.
I find it weird. I just find it really weird that they take something that you can build, confidence and take advantage of small, susceptible children.
Form for them, bro. It's delivered in a kid form. You don't you don't know. You wouldn't know who's who.
Mm.
Right.
Right.
You don't give a fuck. Come on.
All right,
Yeah,
so
man.
My
I guess,
thing is to
Basically,
like
happen.
make sure your kids are not getting attacked online. Like
Oh yeah.
they should have
They
parents have
right.
like parental things on their games,
Well,
and like once they do that, like they shouldn't be able to match with anybody who don't have that parental advisor on their account.
yeah. I feel like that when I play games. Like I'm always very like hesitant when there's kids like that want to like be my friends. I'm like, nah, fam. Like you gotta be, you can't be in a grown folks setting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause I feel like it's just things that will be talked about and said, and you don't. It's not saying because I grew up in the street with with the homies, and I had I I learned at an early age what a lot of things were, but like it was different. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
there was still rules to the to how much you could be involved in. Like
Right. Like how much you was exposed to at that point. Like
exactly.
yeah, like the big homie might have stopped. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching mid '90s.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that was not like people want to talk crap about that film and be like it wasn't realistic, and I'm like, yeah, there's a lot about that film, skateboarder or not. Like mid '90s was, it's not as graphic as Kids, which Kids is a truly honest depiction of people from our generation and Generation X kind of mixed together.
Mhm.
Like Generation X for sure, but our like if you were born in the early '90s and grew up in the early 2000s as a teenager, you were doing some of that mid '90s stuff, like or kid stuff, where it was like
I can attest to that.
you had big homies that you would go to parties and be like, you the youngest out of the crowd, but you're like, yo, about to go like talk to that chick over there,
Yep.
and she like twice your age, but you like, and she kind of, yeah, I don't approve of it, but it happens, but like the big homies was always there to check you, like, yo, don't, you going in there, you don't have to, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's all like who depending on who it is. Like you ever seen that movie? I know all us probably seen this damn movie, Menace to Society.
Oh
Oh
man,
yeah.
yeah, we
You
all,
remember the
whoa,
beginning when he was little, when Kane was little,
yeah,
and
Oh
niggas was
yeah.
sitting on the porch and what's his nigga name? Purnell. He gave him a sip of whatever the fuck he was drinking.
Mhm.
yeah.
He was like, go on, get a little nigga something to drink. Believe me, I'll trust you. Like, trust me when I say this. We all got somebody like that in our family.
Oh
I
yeah,
promise
dude.
you
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
yeah. I was the young dude on the porch. Like I knew, you know what I'm saying? Like but there's just rules to it, and it's just sad to see in a fight game community. Because fight game community is one of the most. I always love it. It's the most respectable. It's not super toxic. Like it can be.
Bro, they
Don't
be
get me
It
spiking
wrong.
their
can be.
controller.
I
Have
was
you
gonna say,
seen
'cause
like
some
the
of these
Smash
niggas are
Bros? Like
dickheads.
they
They
have
are.
controller spiking compilations, bro. Like when they be losing, they just unplug their controller and throw it. Like they be so salty, but depending
But that,
on
but
like
that,
the community
but
it is, like if
that's,
it's
but
Tekken
like,
or Mortal Kombat, it's a little different. But Smash, all of them get salty when they lose.
yeah.
Well, not all of them.
Because
but
Smash
most
is
of them.
Smash is not really well. It's a skill based game, but it's not super skill based.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, they got some. They got some ways. I'm like my
They
uncle.
got
He was hitting me with some shit, and he plays every single fighting game. And I just could not. I couldn't beat all
well
his
Smash
freestyles.
too.
Nigga, you talking about Christmas?
Remember when he played
Yeah,
us and
this
he
nigga
used Daisy
murked
with them
both
damn
of us.
turnips?
He murked
He
both
still
of
to
us.
this day will like he pretty much plays every fighting game under the sun, which he's pretty much the reason why I'm so into gaming now. But he himself, like he can just pick them up and he can just flow with it. But some people who can't, I mean, they'll look at the game like, oh, there's only only a few different types of moves, and maybe I don't like this character, so they get upset. And,
Nah, like I got
like the
there is
controls.
balance now compared to what it was, But what I'm saying, like I think like in a Street Fighter or a Tekken or even like a Mortal Kombat community or like a Samurai Showdown or something like that,
Mhm.
the level of respect because you put in the time.
So learn.
Yeah, those tournaments are completely different than Smash.
Yeah,
Completely
like
different.
that's what I'm saying. Like there's a level of respect. Even if you're not as good, you can get good.
I think the
Hey,
only.
while we're on the topic of fight games,
Mhm.
hey Quentin,
What's up?
hey you've been practicing that Mortal Kombat Jax?
Bro, I actually haven't, bro.
Oh man, he
I have.
if he learns Jax, he's gonna be gross. I hated
That's Techno's main. He was showing me some
the
combos
with the
like
bing 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 bing
months
bing
ago that
bing.
he
Oh,
was doing with him.
he's probably a grab. Or do you command grab binker too?
Mm-hmm.
Probably link your. Yep, I hate you.
Whatever that move was, where he just be banging on the back of your head until
Yeah,
you
that's
till
it.
your face
He's,
hit the ground.
he's a
I'm like, yeah, that's
he,
a nice move.
he's a command grab. You probably wait till your stuff is heated up too.
Right.
Oh no, I don't even be needing that.
Ah, that bing bing. Do you use the shotgun? Cause that shotgun is gross too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you linked it in with yeah. Shout out to Techno for being that guy that makes you want to just be like, all right, dude,
And he
I
was
see
all
you.
Hey,
about it, man. He was
it's
telling me.
crazy.
I
I
want to know this though.
I
Who's
don't
everybody's
ever.
go-to in that game? Well, I know what Derek's is now, but who's everybody's go-to in Mortal Kombat 11?
Mine,
Yeah.
Noob Saibot, cause I'm
Hey, bro, I'm
Actually,
sorry
Kung
to
Nah,
Lao.
let
you
you
my
lose
nigga,
it.
dude. You
Actually,
my
I be
Go.
nigga.
playing Kung Lao. I just like
That's
pounding
my
people
go-to.
to
Noob
applesauce.
Saibot.
Noob Saibot. I do like playing with Spawn, but I can't do all his combos.
His are a
But
little
I'm
funny. Yeah,
okay.
his are definitely a little weird.
But he's so like he's so kind of weirdly balanced enough.
You know who I want to learn and can't like for shit? Like I'm trying my best. Like Night Wolf. Like I'm really trying to get him down for
Oh,
some
he
reason.
Yeah,
he
he
plays funny. Like I liked
he's
him at
he
first,
plays
but he
really
is.
Hey,
he plays really
I'm gonna
funny.
tell you how to work him. He's one of those characters where you literally gotta outthink yourself on what 50-50 you want to send to the next person. Because that's all he do is 50-50s. Like, you don't know if you come with the high or
Yep.
lows.
Yeah, and the arrows kind of help you null like boost or nullify, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
that's a
if you
little.
gonna try to play him, just be like, all right, I'm gonna do this 3-hit knockdown, and then when they get up, I'm gonna do this one, and then like he not comboing none of that for real.
Mm.
You just gotta knock him down and keep 50 in until like you like got the perfect combination.
Oh, I do got something to ask y'all too. Well, I guess does anybody else have anything to say about the Smash community? Because I mean, I think we kind of laid into all them gross people.
Since I'm not a Switch owner and I ain't played it since like that day Jeremy mercilessly whooped our ass, believe me, I ain't got no opinion on it whatsoever. Other
I'm
than
not playing, bro. Ever
keep the
since
creepy
I was
motherfuckers
a
out. That's all I'm gonna
child,
say.
like when I was a child, we used to watch this man playing Legend of the Guy on like the PlayStation 1, and like he playing like a wide variety of games. But every time he put Tekken in, I'd be like, I won't fight you. I'll watch you fight everybody else. But then I got old. I thought I had juice, but nah, man. He is. I don't know what type of juice he got. But shout out to Jeremy, man. He's got
Man,
the
shout
juice.
out to Uncle Jay.
Shout out to you, man. So I got something to ask y'all. And this is kind of the segment where I just like to showcase, just in case if there's any games that y'all are playing that y'all want to recommend. And the one game that I'm gonna recommend that just in case if y'all have not played it is actually the Samurai Jack game that came out. And it's on every platform, and it's actually made by the developers that were working on the Ninja Gaiden series. So combat alone is fire. Gameplay is crisp with how many combos you can do. The skill tree is huge in the game. And then on top of that, it actually runs really good on all platforms, except sometimes the Switch. Maybe it got like a little bit under 30 FPS at times. But besides the point, the game is pretty solid. It's got an original story. It's all voice acted by the original cast and everything. The only thing is it's got about 9 stages, but you have to replay those stages in order to keep leveling up. So that is one game that I would recommend. And I got a review coming up on it pretty soon. But I'm about to go down the list here, and I'm gonna go in reverse. Deshaun. So what games you been playing recently?
As of late,
Yeah.
shit. To be honest with you, I've barely been playing as much as I want. But the games that I touched the last time were Soul Calibur and Tekken 7 a lot. I've been playing those two.
Okay.
Other than Mortal Kombat 11, I've been playing those two a lot. And I finally got around to my Batman Arkham game for my Xbox One. So I finally started playing around with that.
Better get ready for another Batman game that we gonna talk
Technically, if you want to consider it that.
about.
But
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Hype about
I am.
that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
gonna get into that. Yeah, we definitely gonna
Yeah,
get into that for sure.
I'm sort of hyped for that one damn so.
How many of you guys a PS5 right now? I need to know.
Well, you know I am. I just got my job, so I was like, oh!
Hey,
I
man.
already know. I don't know about Quentin, Deshaun, and anybody else.
Techno, his name is Techno.
Really get used to people's names. But I don't know about you, Techno, or anybody else in this podcast. But I need people to play with this.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to do like combo missions and shit.
You got me though. I'll be
Wait, what you playing? What you say?
The Batman
the Suicide Squad.
Oh, I got you.
Wait, when does, I know when the Suicide Squad game come out, but when did they say that Gotham Knights game come out again?
2022. No,
Okay.
2021.
Okay, so
You might see
okay,
that
yeah,
shit
that's doable
probably-
because that Suicide game don't come out till what, the next year. So
2022 for
yeah.
You might see them probably holiday with COVID and whatnot. Possibly, but oh man, what you been playing recently? What was something you would recommend to the viewers?
Me?
Yeah, you. What you been playing, bro? What's something that you would recommend to them that you've been playing recently?
I've been playing Final Fantasy 11 remake. I've been playing
Okay.
Rush. I highly suggest I do highly suggest Darksiders 3, even though it's a Dark Souls clone. I have been trying to play Yakuza because of this nigga. That's something you gotta really sit down and play. But I highly suggest to everybody get Final Fantasy 11. I also suggest getting Battle for the Bikini Bottom.
The SpongeBob game.
Yes. I played this game when I was younger. I played it at a homie's house.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah, it's that.
Interesting. I remember you told me about that like a couple days ago.
I love THQ, but I love THQ, and this game is back when I was younger, it was hard. It's just as hard, and the color system is psychedelic. I would suggest. But yeah, that and review.
Legit. Okay. Nice little suggestions. And then Techno, man, what you been on, dog? What you recommend?
I've been playing Apex as usual, man, and then I just started playing this game called Rogue Company with my cousin. It's not that bad.
How is Rogue Company?
It's pretty
I'm a
good,
raider.
man.
Wait, you play Rogue Company?
Yeah.
I absolutely love Rogue Company. I mean, you know that shit crossplay too on platforms. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
I mean, all you gotta do is throw that ad, bro.
Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. But okay, I was playing it like this morning too. But I mostly just be playing Saint for the most part. Saint's probably the main one that I've been playing recently. But nice suggestions, my dude. And then Dom, what you been on, man? What you recommend?
Oh, you know me. I run through.
How many RPGs you run through?
Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy 11. What else did you get?
Let's see. Well, I finally beat Yakuza 6 in time for the Like a Dragon RP, which is gonna be a straight RPG, which I think is gonna be cool. And fully dubbed for those that are want to get into it. It's new story, new person, fully dubbed in English, so you don't have to read all the Japanese subtitles if you don't want to.
That's what
Um,
mm,
um, I beat Ghost of Tsushima within like a week of completing everything. Week and a half.
Mhm.
Would you say week and a half, Matt?
yeah, about a week and a half.
About a week and a half. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Uh, Also, I want to point out for those disabled gamers out there like myself, they have an accessible function on Ghost of Tsushima, which is
Revolutionary.
really cool. That is pretty damn revolutionary on my part. I know like Naughty Dog does the color blindness thing for like The Last of Us and stuff like that. But like they had a timer sensitivity thing that I thought was cool. And so that was dope. And what else am I been playing? Oh, I did get into a JRPG because I was bored. I've been playing Tales of Mysteria.
That's a good
Um,
series.
and I normally don't like the Tales of games, but this story is pretty good, and Combat's loop is nice. Almost done with it. I started a week ago, which is sad. Um, what else? There's one more. Oh,
Oh, and I got one too.
I'm really looking forward to. I'm not gonna buy mini games. I do want to play the Mafia 1 remaster. And I'm gonna try to save up for the PS5 because my brother's busy working on albums and stuff. But
You gonna save
Yakuza
up for the
7.
Xbox?
No, PS5.
No.
I
Come on,
well,
man.
I will.
The
I will
Xbox got
have
a
that
bunch of
too
games, my
eventually.
guy. They got all the games coming. They got Actually, no, they ain't got Halo no more. My bad. I'm sorry.
Man, they got they do got Halo, but Cyberpunk maybe I'm a little apprehensive right now. I'm a little
Really?
apprehensive. Only because I know it's gonna be good. Like I have full faith that it's gonna be a quality game. I just have a problem with now next gen is this being the biggest push,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to see how much a game is going to suffer and succeed because it's gonna be like a Watch Dogs situation for me.
I
And
Yeah.
see what you're saying. I see.
and
I see. Yeah.
yeah, because like Watch Dogs came out the first one right when the PS4 and the one was first starting out.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't a big difference. I played it on the one. I bought it for the one like 4 months after it was released, and I was like, it's no different from the Xbox. So,
Mm. Interesting. Interesting.
oh, and I'm excited for Watch Dogs as well. There's a lot of games in the holiday season I'm more excited for.
They do got a lot of stuff dropping around this time.
Oh,
Too.
Tony Hawk. Hold on.
Yep, because I got that remastered.
Hold on. The Tony Hawk remaster is probably what I'm excited for.
I forgot.
Because I get to live like I'm 9 years old again.
I remember
And
playing that demo on the freaking PlayStation.
Pizza
back.
Hut,
Them boys used to get mailed
Pizza
to you.
Hut, the Pizza Hut joint with the
Bro, we used to get the PlayStation Underground ones because I think our dad signed up for the magazine, which I'm
Yeah.
surprised he did because he really didn't play that many games. But we used to get them coming in the mail, so every time a demo disc popped up, pop that boy
Man.
in and run it for a little bit.
hood
We had a
niggas
collection of
lived.
them. Yeah, because
Hood niggas lived off the demos, didn't we?
that's
Oh,
what we
yes,
that's what
bruh.
we had to do.
That's
Bro.
what we had to do.
Dude,
We had
had
maybe
to
like
do.
a few
Hood
like
niggas
major
lived-
games, like maybe one or two, and then we had like 8 demo discs, bro.
Hood niggas.
Swear up and down, whenever somebody used to ask us what kind of games we had, we literally fucking just named off the shit we had on the demo disc and never made it past the
Like,
first
I
level.
played some of this, I played some of that. You got to play like a little bit of everything, but I mean,
Yeah, demo disc is dope. I kind of miss like Crash Bandicoot's coming out, which I think is gonna be. I'm kind of mad that you Switch players aren't gonna get it right away, which I think it's kind of.
I'm just buy it on, or actually it might come on PC, I think, or if it don't, then but it might be. It'll
Which
make its way over at some point.
I'm gonna pick up a Switch this Christmas time, so all the viewers, I'll be picking up a Switch Lite to play Octopath.
Should play Deadly Premonition. I think you would love that game.
Oh man, Deadly Premonition. Oh boy.
Deadly Premonition. Actually, Deadly Premonition 2. I can't spoil it, but it's like a prequel and a sequel at the same time. But it's definitely more chill is on the gameplay side from the first one though.
Yeah, so I'm excited for the games. Speaking of gamer stuff,
What's up?
Logic put Solid Snake in his new album for his intro. Enough said. All I have to do.
You say who put Solid Snake in the intro?
Logic.
Oh, Logic did?
Yeah,
That in the intro.
yeah, and is under pressure during the middle of the rap. He gets I can't think of what. As much of a fan, I can't think of what the communicator's called, but he gets a call, and it's the real. It's not Keith or Sutherland.
You know
it's the
what
real
he did?
Solid
I
Snake.
did hear that shit. Never mind. I know what you're talking about now. I heard.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did anybody in here listen to that whole album?
I did.
Well, besides Dom, I know you did. But like any of y'all?
I unfortunately did not listen to the whole album.
Q,
It's
get on
actually
it,
pretty
man.
good.
Get on it.
No, Logic is dope. I listened to everything up until like Bobby Tarantino 2, and then I just didn't listen to this one
Well,
for some
I
reason.
feel like him and No ID. He should have just had No ID the whole time for project. But yeah, wow, yeah, that was pretty cool. I had to, being a guy that's working on an album and a super dork as myself. I was like, I had to get mad.
Matt, you play too much, nigga. I didn't mean to cut you off, Don, but Matt, come on, bro.
Oh, is he sending stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt sent stuff in the chat, everybody. He does this all the time.
I
Our
was
chat
wondering
too.
why my phone was like buzzing for a minute. I'm like, what's going on here?
But yeah, that Logic's retirement album. Although you can see why he can be clowned on a little bit, it was a pretty good project. I listened to it probably 10 times. Yeah, I had to dissect bars. Bars were in there that were nice.
Hey, shit,
But,
nothing wrong with that. Gotta
but,
dissect the music. Gotta soak it in.
But yeah, what else was good that came
Oh
out?
my God. I'm still mad, bro. Remember, around the time, I want to say it was right around the time Q was getting ready to move. Logic was gonna have a concert at the what's his face at EMU Stadium,
Yeah.
and like my lady was actually like gonna have like she was actually gonna invite Quentin like especially as like a birthday gift since me and him never been to a concert. So she was like, oh, like I know one of the scalpers,
Gotta do that.
not the scalpers, but like the people who sell the tickets and shit like that. You know, people who work in there. Then she was like, hey, like I could probably be able to get you and your brother some tickets, and I was like, word. Like,
I
who
think-
paying it?
I
And
think
she
me
was
and-
like, Logic. I was like,
I think me and Matt were supposed to go to that show. Wasn't that the one I talked you into? And then I was just like, whatever. I don't know why I backed out of it, but
he ended up canceling the show, and that's what I was
yeah,
mad about.
that's what happened. Cause I remember, cause I was like, well, me and Matt can go see Logic, cause Matt ain't. I'd be trying to get Matt in the super hip hop mode, but he'd be
That
like,
shit would've been
bro,
lit as fuck, bro.
he can't, whatever. So, I think it was cool that just as a gamer and as a hip hop head like I am, that somebody decided just to be as random as can be, and get the real voice actor of Solid Snake to just do a 3-second Metal Gear, which I was mad that there was no Revolver Ocelot line after that, but that's just me. Cause who doesn't like a good gun bar? You watch rap battles, you gun bars always.
Yeah.
Um, what else? There's something else. Oh, Mega Ranch has a song called Gran Torino out right now.
Mm.
That has the video is of Gran Torino from My Hero Academia, but there's
Mm-hmm.
also old man lines from Clint Eastwood's good movie Gran Torino. Get off my lawn. It's like Get Off My Lawn movie. Everybody likes to Get Off My Lawn movie.
Get off
Um,
my lawn.
Oh, if we talking about music
Hey
and
man.
animes, then Joyner, Joyner Lucas, a little tribute to Will Smith's
Yeah.
son Will, right?
yeah, that was good.
Yep.
Somebody freestyled over that beat for Uncle Iroh.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
man, shout out to we all want to grow up to be like Iroh. Man,
Dog, it was so
I
nice.
forgot how fire Iroh was until I rewatched because it's been so many years. Like I knew he was fired, but that last season,
Yeah,
him just doing push-ups and pull-ups in the joint,
bro,
and
the
like,
man's out here big cocky.
yeah. And you gotta shed a thug tear when you find out why Iroh lost his son, and you just shed one for the homie Iroh. Like yo,
Yeah.
he just wanted
Hey,
his
but
bro.
hey, one thing, did y'all ever peep that Serena Williams was that female guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, they released a statement. What was it? A few years ago that like the most famous people, the reason like they just wanted small spots on Avatar, which I think is nuts.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. What else is going on? Oh, Crunchyroll got bought out by Sony, or I think AT&T or Sony. Well, AT&T put it out that they are optioning Crunchyroll for like 1.1 billion. I think Sony bought it. So now we might have your dubs and subs again like it was a couple years ago through one big happy anime family. That's why Kiss Anime went down the drain, which is I don't have a problem with paying subscription fees. I like my shit. I watch.
That's definitely a weird scenario because I remember that just like disappeared out of nowhere, and they was taking like a lot of the other sites down too, like some of the other sites that you can like watch anime on. Like a lot of those were getting either
Oh yeah,
adjusted or taken down at
cause,
times.
cause the big anime studios in Japan are gonna put together a YouTube channel, and they're working. So I think it might be Tomo Animation. It might be Sunrise, cause Sunrise already has a presence, and one more. I would probably assume Madhouse or Madbox,
Mm-hmm.
and because those are the bigger ones with an American presence. So that's dope. And shout out to the first black-owned anime studio in Japan for doing, first of all, getting a nice puff piece on Crunchyroll a few years ago, and now doing the Weeknd's music video. So, you know.
Ooh. Oh, now I know something I was gonna ask too. This is because this was kind of a request here because I know two of y'all, well, possibly three, are big Assassin's Creed fans, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla is
Oh
getting
God.
mixed receptions. So, Matt, real quick, not even real quick, I have a feeling you about to lay into them, but how do you think about Assassin's Creed Valhalla as a
Uh,
longtime fan and someone who's been playing them for some years?
Great game. It Odyssey did not go how I wanted it to. There was no story, and it was. I never thought I would be in an open world that was too fucking big.
Yeah.
This is an identical system. The only good thing about it is it took the advice of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Of, okay, you have the option of having a shield or whatever weapon you want. The problem is that with these type of open world games, you go for the history, and the ability to see how this story plays into history and whatever. Having the open world gets away from that, and now I'm just playing another RPG. I The worst thing about Odyssey, I got to a point where I can jump off mountains, hit the ground running, and keep going. If I had did that in if I had did that in any other Assassin's Creed game, I would be dead unless I'm doing a leap of faith. And I'm going, oh, this shit is so broken. Secondly, oh, he gave me a bunch of skins that are although cool, got nothing to do with the story. Um, I find that Assassin's Creed Valhalla is going to be no better than Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Even though they brought back the hidden blade, thank God, there's nothing there. Um, I got into Assassin's Creed for the story and the combat and being able to have the parkour. You can't even fucking parkour in this game. It's
Maybe what they're trying to do is like make, I guess, what would Vikings do if they were assassins, but when you have that concept, it clashes with what your core game is. And
They had assassins, but they don't have fucking assassins with heavy ass shields that I could see from 20 meters away.
But here, it stems back to that comic book that they had,
Yeah,
like back in 2018. I mean, 2009 or 2008. That you had to get as a what was it? It was a GameStop exclusive.
it was a GameStop exclusive. They ended the whole storyline with Desmond and anything else in a comic book because they didn't think people would like the rest of the story, even though that wasn't the case.
Well, that was the character. That was the Psycho character. That was the original Viking. So they've had this idea in the works for a long time. Personally,
From my perspective, this ain't the Assassin's Creed that I grew up with. And I know I kind of got over it, but it kind of bothers me that it's not even an Assassin's Creed. There is not even a stealth system in a damn game. They removed it.
well,
It's just stop calling it Assassin's Creed and call it something else at least.
I see what you're saying. I got you. And low key, I mean, even when Assassin's Creed was first coming out, it was actually going to be, like Prince of Persia Assassin's Creed or whatever. It was going to be a Prince of Persia game. And I'm actually somebody who's a huge fan of the Prince of Persia series, and I was a little like, hoping that they don't steer away from that formula too much, but instead they just completely rip Prince of Persia out the name, and boom, you just spawned a whole new franchise. So I can't speak that much on it, because I ain't really played that many Assassin's Creeds, and I ain't knee-deep in them streets like that, but I have seen the gameplay, and I have been hearing and seeing a lot of the different feedback, and it seems like core fans are kind of clashing with this game. Some absolutely love it, and I mean the gameplay looks fun, but when it comes down to the lore and anything like that, it's making people confused. So that's what I'm seeing that's going on with Assassin's Creed right now, for sure. I just hope Ubisoft is braced for it, because it sounds like it might get a lot of mixed receptions and whatnot, but hey man, if the game is fire and everything is all good in the world, cool, all power to you. But I don't know, it's like a wait and see kind of thing.
Yep.
Or spend $60 and wait and see kind of thing.
I think that's what they're hoping for.
Yep, pretty much. That's usually the way it goes sometimes. But
that's why they changed their formula.
And is there anything that y'all actually, let me go down this list real quick, because I know this is like a game that I want to talk about. Deshaun, the game Gotham Knights dropped. They dropped their trailer probably like last week or so, which
yes they did.
They showed a good amount of gameplay on it too. Bruh, I already know. I have Arkham Asylum, Origins, Arkham Knight, all them. I have all the Arkham games. So
Arkham City
2.
I would hope.
Is this gonna be a game that you're gonna pick up Is this like a pre-order, or is this like I need to see more gameplay, or are you just like I gotta buy this when it drop?
Nigga, did you even have to ask?
You're gonna buy it when it drops.
Seriously, of course I'm gonna fucking buy that game, dude. It's like, dude, I still play Arkham City to this day. That game came out I don't know how many years ago, and I still play it. Believe me, there is no doubt in my mind.
Yeah,
Especially
20, what,
now that we're
2010,
getting a little.
2011?
What's up?
2010.
It was like 20. Yeah, it was like one of those.
10 years ago, and I still play it. Believe me, dude. Like this is the first time we like. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, especially in Arkham City, we got a little bit of variety when it came to character selection and things like that. Especially if you were playing like, you know,
Catwoman.
playing as Catwoman, playing as Robin, playing as Nightwing, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is something that I personally I'm kind of happy to it exists at the time, and now we're getting, Batgirl, we're getting Nightwing, we're getting Robin, we're getting Red Hood. Now, a big part of me would love to believe that the Robin that we got in Gotham Knights is Tim Drake, but I still feel like this one might be Damian Wayne.
It's Damian Wayne.
It's definitely Damian.
It's Damian Wayne.
People had their skepticisms because they didn't see a sword, but I'm like, you do realize this motherfucker is a fucking trained assassin. He can use whatever the fuck he wants, so it doesn't have to necessarily be a sword.
And he gets rid of the sword. The sword is only in the beginning of his career.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, cut me some slack. It's been a minute since I read a comic book, dude. And I say a minute's been what? I don't know, about 4 months or so.
That's not a minute. Jeez.
For me, it is.
You're right on time. That's normal comic book reader.
So, yeah, I guess that's one thing you getting. I mean, that's I'm pretty sure everybody gonna end up copying it.
That ain't one thing I'm getting. I promise you that shit.
I mean, it's
After everything that I've seen between that one and the Suicide Squad trailer, believe me, I've already looked at these motherfuckers like, shut the fuck up and take my money already. Like, I'm ready. Shit.
And then Matt, I already know you about to get this game. I ain't even gotta ask you that question. Why? I'm gonna change this up. So, do you have any expectations for this game or anything you would like to see in this game?
He's pondering.
He's thinking.
Everything he touches will be his.
I'm trying to concentrate.
Nigga, did you fall
Is he
asleep?
even there?
You taking a shit?
Alright, we're gonna have to swing back to him. Okay. And then Techno, what expectations do you have for this game, or even if this game is like a day one pickup for you?
Oh, yeah, I plan to pick it up. As far as expectations, I just want to have some fun shit, because I ain't played since Arkham Knights. And yeah,
It's chess.
I'm just ready to play with all the different people, see how everybody's gameplay goes.
That is legit, yeah, because I mean, everything just looks like they're just gonna keep building on that formula, and I mean, the Arkham formula, wasn't nothing wrong with it. It's just, some people said it gets too repetitive at times, but
Arkham Knight was terrible. Arkham
Fuck
Origins
you,
was
nigga.
terrible.
The only thing wrong with that goddamn game was the goddamn Batmobile. Everything else is fucking beautiful.
It was a.
I can tell he's far away. He kind of pissed.
you got this man. This man's flustered. Oh wait, Matt, since you back, I know you're gonna pick this game up day one, but do you have any expectations or anything that you want to see in this game? Like, do you have any high hopes?
I want what we didn't get in Batman Arkham Knight. I want to be able to fight the Talon. I want to be able to fight fucking Deathstroke. I want to be able to fight. I want to be able to use as much shit as I want. I want to be able to do everything I could do in fucking Arkham Knight and more in this game. I want the system that should have been a challenge, should have been the antithesis or even challenged of fucking Shadow of War. Shadow of War. That is the system that I want.
True. Oh, are you talking about like the because
You know,
Shadow of
Matt,
War went through its issues and I never did pick it up, but I did play Shadow of War.
I want a system. I want to be able to explore all the different factions. I want everything to come.
Wait, are you referring to like the Nemesis system?
I
yeah,
want not even the nemesis system.
he's a combat junkie.
I am a combat junkie.
Matt has ADD, so anything with the combat that he's gonna like be hooked on, he's
Samurai
gonna
Jack
like.
would be right up your alley. That man is on another level. Oh yeah,
What
and then I forgot to even say in that game, like your clothes get all like tattered and like destroyed, like in the show, and then when you heal back up, your clothes like kind of get back to normal. That's just a little tidbit. But go ahead, my bad.
Yes. I want. I even started to do some throughout the evolution of the game. I even saw that I'm excited for the fucking Court of Owls. I thought we were gonna get that in fucking Arkham Knight, or even Origins at one point. But
Yeah, I feel like it would have made more sense, especially if Batman's present in those games. We would have gotten that, but the fact that Court of Owls is actually gonna be, a thing in this game, kind of seems a little weird. Which leads a lot of us to believe that at one point or another, Batman will probably show up in the game.
yeah,
At least that's what I think.
so what I actually see happening, because I'm dying, I can actually see the League of Assassins actually resurrecting.
Well, you could do an RP Batman story and just put the Court of Owls where Black Mask was the whole time. Personally,
Okay, so I think just about everybody pretty much is all the way feeling this game up until so bro, since you done played, I mean, bro, I ain't gotta give you no introduction. He knee deep in these streets as well. Is there anything that you're looking forward to in this game, or anything you want to see different, possibly with this game?
I just want it to be good because I feel like they dropped the ball with Origins and they dropped the ball with Night a little bit, and I just feel personally like the best game is Arkham City.
Matt slowly is
Feels-
getting triggered, like he's.
But like Matt, because Matt's saying like I want to fight Deathstroke, and if you played the first hour of Origins, you had the greatest boss fight.
Asshole.
Was that?
I have all the games, asshole.
But you talking about you want to fight? You want to fight?
Fucking fight.
You fought Deathstroke. It was the best part of Origins. After that, it was a terrible game. It was a terrible game. After that fight, the game went downhill.
The combat was beautiful.
See, and that's the
I'm throwing them against walls.
that's the problem with me is like the bar went from Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and it went from Origins, which was a great idea. Don't get me wrong, just bad execution.
The worst.
To Arkham Knight was okay, but it wasn't really that fun, and you had to drive that dumbass Batmobile all around. So like, and you should never feel like the Batmobile is dumb, especially as a Batman fan. Never feel like that, but for some reason, and then you weren't even good at who the Knight was. There was no mystery who the Knight was.
That's true.
The Knight is who you think it is. And yeah, it was just a bad time for them. And I think because they were just lost in the sauce of success, they put out 2 crappy games. Just like Ubisoft does with the Assassin's Creed games.
Hey, but Prince of Persia might be coming back, man. I'm just saying.
Hopefully. But here's the problem with Ubisoft. And they've corrected their problem. They're gonna stop putting out games every year, so we won't get an Assassin's Creed every damn year.
Yeah, I gotta slow down.
And they won't. They're rectifying that, but I feel like one, you listen to your fan base that never liked stealth games to begin with, and never jumped on board the whole Assassin's Creed game one. They jumped on at like 2, and they jumped on it like Pirates, Black Flag. So that's why the gameplay has changed, which is fine. Go ahead, do your thug thizzle. Got you. More people need to play games. But honestly, I feel like Rocksteady, I have faith in. Even with 2 bad games, like I feel that they're not the best. If you enjoy them, that is your happy opinion, and you're entitled to it. And I'm happy that you enjoyed the game. But me as a Batman fan, the only good thing happened in those last 2 was the Deathstroke fight, which was amazing.
That's your chair right now, bro. I want to kick you off your chair.
You can't sit through a game like Yakuza, but you like combat, so don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't.
It's fucking MMO.
It's not an MMO. It's a brawling game with a criminal storyline.
Bruh. You can fucking play goddamn God Eater, but can't play fucking Devil May Cry. Come on, bro.
I don't like Devil May Cry. There's no story there.
Whoa! What?
Oh, shit.
You saying story?
You.
Story?
Dom, if I was you, I'd stop.
you
You
played
pissing
the
everybody off in here, dude.
Virgil? Dante? Daddy problems?
You had
problems.
You have to play first of all. Let me specify for you people that Devil May Cry 3 through 4 and 5 have stories.
Hey, the first one, the first, then the second one.
Easy squeeze.
Realistically, you're playing a Resident Evil clone.
No. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I'm about to go ahead and give this lesson, my guy. So number 1, Devil May Cry's lore, as far as it comes down to how it is presented, I will always say it's presented weird because they have the mission set up. So you can replay them all, but they have their own chunk of story. They have their own lore. But when it comes down to all of the games, even though the second game, like, they all got a good story.
3 has a better one.
3 had the best one. 3 definitely had the best one. But when it comes down to the lore and everything around there, their story is rich. But the only thing that held them back, just me speaking personally, is they try to, I'm not going to say they try to cram too much, but that's how I felt with Devil May Cry. They were just like I already knew kind of who I was going for, because I was even asking now, I was like, no, I'm not feeling like this person. He's like, bro, it's who you think it is. And then it just seems like they just cram it all at once in like a short amount of like time when you have those missions. So yeah, if you just play it for the combat, like yeah, it's an amazing game, but it has a pretty decent story, but it's not presented.
It's not presented well, and for a person that's a very story-driven type of guy, I always say like 3's great. I like 3. I like 4. I like 5. But people play it through. People play it through.
One's combat had me on the floor.
They were gonna make a Resident Evil game, and then they were like, "Hey, let's add
some
swords in here."
It's just like Onimusha, but in the sense, at least Onimusha had more of a story.
Man, they brought back the first one. They remastered the first one. But
they need to bring back all 3. They need to bring back all 3. Oh, speaking of which, for throwback games, have you seen the Jet Set Radio clone?
I did.
Ooh. I don't care.
They starting to catch on. They be like, oh, people really love this game back then. I'm like, yeah.
Man, it's a whole generation of dudes. If you start screaming out anything from that game, dudes are turning around. What? But I feel like games are good. I just feel like presentation. I feel like in about 10 years, Resident Evil is gonna have. I mean, not Resident Evil, but Devil May Cry is gonna have like this resurgence that they're gonna do what they did with the Yakuza series, which saved it. Is they're gonna just remake the first three. Well, no, first two, maybe three, and tell it in a way where they fill in the holes.
No,
Cause
I'm
Yak-
gonna say
Yak-
the one game I want that we will probably never get that's Devil May Cry related. I want to see the origin of Sparta.
Man, that's gonna be like 10 years before. Yeah.
but that,
They're
I
trying
want
to
to
build Nero up.
all the time.
Got the place of Sparta, and we've never really been introduced to him, technically.
but you know what? That's what they did with Yakuza. They did the Zero, and they explained prequel shit, and then they redid one to fill in the gaps of the story what they wrote.
Like, you can get a whole other trilogy off of Sparta alone. Like, you really-
Sparta,
like, what
Sparta
was he
was.
doing before he decided to change his mind against the thing it's bullshit. Like, what else happened? So they never really go too deep into it. It's just everybody in hell hates him. So I would
Yeah.
love to see, hopefully, a Sparta game, because he has like one of the best source designs in like a game history. Like, it's just damn, that thing look good.
But
I
listen,
will say Devil May Cry did beat it with this Devil Sword Dante.
It was pretty fire.
but just to make Deshaun's point, I am the Joe Button of this podcast, so you know I gotta piss people off somehow.
You can't beat Joe Budden. You not light skinned. No, I'm playing.
You gotta like talk loud on a point that means a lot.
Come
to
on,
you.
man, you know what I'm saying, bro.
You gotta
know
be
what I'm saying?
bald headed and have a varicose vein bulging out of your forehead.
And
And
you gotta
shit.
say it with the shits too. You gotta say that at least like 8 times.
Trez,
Yes.
Bruh,
Gotta call
Trez.
bruh, one of these days we're gonna go over to Dom's house, take some clippers, and shave his head just so I can see that image.
Just shave your head, get you that like that little what do you got the chin strap where it's like it's like his like a beard but it's
The
short.
handlebar, give him a nice crispy handlebar.
I rock a handlebar anyway, so.
Handlebar mustache,
Husband.
like Triple H.
No, not like that. I rock a
I was gonna
handlebar.
say, don't do that, nigga. That's nasty.
I rock a. No, I'm not in
Looking
porno.
like Sabretooth and shit.
I'm not in 80s porno. See what I'm saying? I don't need the flavor saver. I don't need the flavor saver. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
hell.
got the match. So.
Showed your age with that shit.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm excited for the state of games. I just feel Sony's gonna take it this first year.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the second year that I'm kind of curious about because
I don't know.
I like there's not much that's exciting me, like, you know, even with all these trailers dropping. I'm just like, $70. I'm an adult, so do I eat or play a new game, or do I wait till it goes down to 30 and then I pick it
I'm
up?
about to say that's getting closer to 100, man. Like y'all need to I get it.
70
games used to be 50, man. And I thought that was I was like, wow, that's
man,
that's a lot of
50
money.
though, you can 50
bruh.
50 you
4.
50 you could drop, you can at least get 2 games, and games didn't come out as frequently,
Mhm.
so then you had time to enjoy your purchase.
Exactly.
I feel like you don't get time to enjoy your purchase anymore. There's times where I'm looking at my system like, damn, I got that. Did I finish that? Let me go finish that real quick.
I'm
Before I
working through
buy
my
anything.
backlog right now. Like it's a bunch
Yeah,
of things.
so-
I gotta
That
finish
was a
up.
completely different time, fam. Like that was supply and demand, and now there's inflation. So of course you can't really fucking budget that kind of shit like you would want to no more, unless you suck with money or some shit like that.
Or you just play some free-to-play games. I mean, there's
Right.
plenty of them. Just you gotta learn how to body some people if you just don't want to spend no money.
Yeah, but I
You
think
gotta
it's
learn how to flex people.
I think it's a good time though for gaming. I think it's a good time for people. COVID done made gaming so normalized that I think it's not even gonna be like demonized. You know what I'm saying?
You better not
We
be
got-
no more.
Still got a
We got-
shortage, remember?
Oh yeah, we got a game shortage. Yeah,
Yeah, we still got a gaming
Yeah, you
store.
can't even find Nintendo Switches. I mean, it's hard
We
to
still
find PS4s,
But
Xboxes, and
but
whatnot.
but did you see that Nintendo does that on purpose? So
The thing is, what they're doing, they're saying they're gonna, and people are getting hyped up. They're saying there's gonna be like a newer next gen console. I feel like it's just gonna be another revision because that's usually what Nintendo will do. And the console's only been out for like 3 years, so I don't
yeah,
see them coming
and the
out with
Swift.
like a big 4K, Switch. And then the Switch is already a big system, so unless you upgrade its dock and find a way to have like some type of amplifying properties or whatever. If not, ain't nobody gonna be walking around with like a gigantic tablet with controllers on the side because people are
No, that
thinking
should.
of a Switch XL because it's already big. So I'm just like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's not gonna work.
That. Yeah.
They
I'm
just
gonna
need
get.
to work on their analog sticks because I
XL.
can't even use the Joy Cons anymore.
Oh man, don't talk about that drift. My homegirl's playing The Witcher on that thing. And
Man, I found out about that like 6 months in when I got my Switch, and I was like, why is it? I was like, yo, did I drop it too many times? I'm like, what's going on? Then when I got a new pair, those pair did it in like 3 months. And it's not like I'm out here manhandling my controllers or anything. It's just they drift problem is a big issue. So if they make a new one, I just hope y'all fix it. And for those of you who bought a Switch Lite, I feel sorry for you because you cannot take the analog sticks off. Because
mm-mm.
if with a Joy-Con to repair them, they are easy. It's like 3 screws. You pop the middle of it, and you can pop out the analog stick. But you gotta open up the whole system if it's a Switch Lite. Which have fun with that.
But we got a BB, got a B.
This guy here. What's your references? But man, I think let me see if there's anything else on the list because I think we just about covered everything on the list.
Got a BB, got a B.
Hey, Quentin, real quick.
What's up?
Remember that Power Rangers game you referenced a long time ago?
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, I've been playing that.
What you
Oh, the
think?
fight joint?
Yeah.
Oof.
How you like it, man? Do you think it's poop? You like it? What you think?
It's good, man. It's good.
Did you try the new Ranger, RJ? That he's a Muay Thai
Yeah.
fighter.
Yeah.
That I feel like they're gonna nerf him because I was doing
Yeah,
some
bro.
combos.
They have to. They have to, dog.
They
Cause
already nerfed Eric. They already nerfed the Quantum Ranger. His health is he's like a glass cannon. Like he can do a lot of damage in combos because he's one character I got mastered, but he has the least amount of health out of everybody.
Mhm.
But my squad is
Hey.
still
They
pretty
didn't
solid.
do that to him, did they?
They nerfed him because
Why?
here's the problem with him. They gave him Virgil's moveset mixed in with time abilities because he was actually like a lot of his moves are inspired by Devil May Cry, but his
That makes
character,
sense.
his super, he gets his like Quantum Sword or whatever. But
That makes sense because the dude who actually played the Quantum Ranger voiced Virgil
yeah,
in
exactly.
fucking Devil May Cry.
Daniel Southworth, that man's a legend, but his whole play style was very busted. Like I used to be mopping people online with him all the time. Like I have videos where I'm doing like 60 hit combos with this dude because he's that nuts, and I don't use assist characters. So they did nerf a lot of characters, but I don't know. I just hope that they just keep up the content because they gonna keep bringing out newer characters and they keep making gameplay changes too. So it's actually that's another game that I would recommend to anybody every time if you
Hey,
like
I
fighting.
need to make room on
That,
my Xbox.
that
Seriously.
Purple Ranger, man. I didn't jungle somebody in the corner for the whole fight before.
Bro, he will not let you hit the floor because it's like his heavy low will do like this sliding knee that would knock you up, and you can just keep doing it. So I was
Yes.
like, bro, that character's nuts. But no, he's in the squad now. He definitely is. But you should try to Gold Ranger because he has like a Jeet Kune Do style almost, like with his kicks and whatnot. He's actually
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah, because in the
I put-
Japanese version, his character imitated Bruce Lee a lot.
Yep. So he has a Jeet Kune Do style. It's just he's very fast, bro. So I think they got a crossplay too, but don't nobody want these hands.
Hey, man, it's whatever.
I don't know, I'm gonna have to take you.
Hey,
I'm gonna have
look.
to take you real
Hey, look,
serious.
I got a Switch now. I can play you on the Switch.
You got a Switch?
Yeah.
Hey, let's go. Respect. See now, everybody else. See Matt, bro, it's your time, bro. I've been trying to get you to get Switch for like I don't know since I had it, man. Matt, it's your time, bro.
Bruh, I bought me a new whip. Hell, no.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit. You went and got you a Jeep.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you should see him get out of the Jeep. It was pretty entertaining.
We all out here got our shit. Yeah.
Fuck you, Dub.
I ain't seen it. Like I'm just gonna assume that I'm gonna assume 100 you can fit in that motherfucker, but
My Jeep pretty big, bruh.
Yeah, but he almost fell that far. Get out of it.
Fuck you.
Damn, bro, man.
Don't drop me when I gotta get in it now, cause I'm like, damn it.
hey, be careful. You might try to do that shit on purpose.
the nigga already dropped me once. The nigga already dropped me once. I'm not gonna.
Once and over.
Nah,
I forgot you did rope somebody. Shame. Shame. Y'all is ridiculous, man. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I need to? I think that's all I got from my notes here because we did talk about a lot of good things. Unless there's anything else y'all want to bring up, because I mean, there's other things going on. But if there's nothing else y'all need to bring up, then I think that'd be it.
I'm cool bringing up anything else. Last time we ended up doing that shit, we ended up in like a 45-minute woke session.
Yeah, I'm good on that one.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, we did go pretty knee deep. So definitely understand that. So I guess we're gonna wrap up this podcast here about a minute or hour and 30 minutes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go down and listen. Of course, we're gonna have Dom take us out. So Deshaun, go ahead, plug anything, like even the sketch comedy channel that we got, anything you've been working on, plug your socials, any of that shit.
Of course. Last time I was on the podcast, I talked about how I was doing a cartoon, Big Hootie, and then I was also, of course, I think I brought up Real High because I think Quinn was hyped up about that shit.
It is because in high school, me and my brother, well, we still draw, but my brother actually made like he made like comic strips, and he actually made like a cartoon, and it was a collection of a lot of different things that we found very hilarious. But no, it was very well received at our school. We'll just say that.
Well, amongst people we know anyway, because it ain't like me and this nigga was Mr. Popular or some shit like that.
No,
we had a real small circle of friends and shit. So
but they liked
whatever.
it.
Yeah, they loved it. You know, a couple of them actually made little guest appearances in my comic book. So it was like a lot of little inside innuendos and whatnot that they kind of caught. You know what I mean? And like I said, with those, I've been going in depth with those. And I had to rewrite a lot of things. I drew a lot of new characters.
I'm nervous because I feel like I'm gonna be a character and it's gonna be
It
pretty
depends.
I'm about to say shit.
It depends. It depends.
And keep
Like,
using
it gotta like the joke has to work. Basically, is what I have like what I said. Like what I mean when I say that because I can't just throw somebody in there like oh shit like just because I know I'm gonna throw him in. Nah, like I gotta make the joke work. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like there's a couple jokes, but I don't know how you feel because you feel like you're gonna go to hell every time. So.
You know what? I've kind of accepted the fact that everything that's going on right now this is hell. So I'm like, it can't be no worse than this shit. So
yeah,
fuck it. I'm going for the jugular, nigga.
Go for it. You know what I'm saying?
So with that, being said, yeah, I'm definitely going to be finishing that up soon. Like I took this week off so I could get going into that. Oh, Q.
Mm-hmm.
I've been real low key about this kind of thing, but I'm definitely taking it as serious as possible because I'm already in the middle of working on, a way to where I don't have to work normally and like be able to work for myself, like basically fund all of this shit full time.
Mm-hmm.
So between doing the our sketch comedy web series, The Minority Show, by the way, y'all go check that out, Minority Bros Films. I think Quinn, you said you mentioned it a lot in Discord.
I'll be posting like clips and stuff of it, like some of the older videos that we have.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And of course, The Clinic is now a full-fledged web series. The only reason we hadn't been able to put out the second parts of the first episode was because we couldn't finish filming because that's when that COVID lockdown shit hit, and the location that we needed was closed off, so we couldn't necessarily get in to finish film.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna do our best to like work our way around that and continue to go forward with it. And what I wanted to tell you was I'm actually thinking about pursuing making video games.
You don't make some games.
Yes, some like actual like I got my phone, like half of my phone, like the documents that I write, the majority of that shit is all concepts between characters, synopsis, um, all of that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
I actually were designing games in high school. Like we had like
Yeah,
a
I know.
program that we had, but I mean it was like working around with little like small like coding stuff. But
Yeah, and that's what I was, thinking about. But I was like, you know what? They got shit out like what's his face? The Unity engine. I think they got the Unreal engine, like
yeah,
where you
Unreal
can actually
Engine, you can get the Crytek engine, Unity engine, and Unity is probably the easiest I think to work with. But the Unreal Engine,
is the
that's
best
what
one.
that's like you will have like a lot of range to play with, and it's pretty much accessible on every like platform. Like the Switch has no problem. That's why the Switch can handle some of those games. Is if they're on the Unreal Engine, then they're compatible with it. So it's like
Exactly.
it has a wide threshold for you to not have something look way too good or way too bad kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna reach out to you about. Like, of course our old like our wrestling characters that we used to make and all that shit like
Mm-hmm.
that. I incorporated them all, made stories, and I'm even getting ready to do character scans soon for them. So hopefully I can be able to get that shit together within like the next few months or so.
Okay, I see you
And,
out here, busy boy.
but that's just one game. Like I got like 6 other game concepts written down. So believe me, I'm gonna need your help with this one,
Well, it's my area of expertise, my guy.
of course. And other than that, of course, like I said, with Minority Bros Films, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Minority Bros Films because I'm trying to post more on there. In order for me to post more, I need more interaction, so I need people there for that. You know what I mean?
Legit, legit.
Trying to get us some notoriety and shit like that. I would say follow me in my main account, but like my main account is actually in the link in the description of Instagram. So I guess that's my plug.
Legit, okay. Nice bit of information. And then, Matt, bruh, go ahead and plug it, do the whole same, plug your stuff. Anything else you want to say to the people?
Uh, I don't really have much to say. Not at this point in time. I
Tell them
am
about your Jeep.
who's
Yo, what's up with
and
that Jeep, bro? Like, I heard this, you sent me a picture of it, it's pretty white and crispy, You out here making moves.
mm, well, I got that Jeep because kind of find out I got nearly 800 credit score.
Oh, okay.
A
Listen,
black man with high credit.
800 credit score.
Black man with
This nigga
some
just said, you broke ass niggas.
Ooh. He just
Impressive.
shit it on all of us right now. This
Right.
is bad.
Found that out the other day.
Out here
Uh,
flexing.
I might be trying to get a job at Microsoft or Toyota, in engineering design. I graduate this fall. I end up planning on actually making some jewelry. If that happens, I'll put my link in. I'll give these niggas my links.
Dang,
Uh,
you got some stuff
do
lined
plan
up.
All right.
You got
I
some-
do plan on doing special little badges as like for the minority show. I was going to let that be a surprise, but badges for everybody that's on the show and everybody in general.
Ooh.
So
Wait. Badges? Like, what you talking about, fam?
I'll make some
Pins
white
and stuff.
oak laser cut badges with polish and metal outlines, metal steel outlines.
You gonna make them boys look crispy.
Oh, shit.
So that's gonna be something. It's gonna be almost like the Bleach-esque Soul Reaper pass type shit, just a little bit more crispy.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
My guy. Well, shit. From one co-creator to, I'm assuming Quentin is gonna say the same thing. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. I'm like, that's cool as shit. Yeah, you got a lot of shit lined up. Okay, out here, I see you winning.
His
So, like,
jewelry
this-
game is solid.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it is because I've seen the taste in jewelry you have, so you know how to.
Man,
make
you
some
see
shit.
that shit he be wearing around his neck? Look
Yeah,
like
that
the
pendant
Wakanda
shit.
necklace, and it
Yep.
got like a little skull on the front. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
pretty
that's
be scaring the shit out of them motherfuckers on my night crew. I'll be like, hey, he good. Don't worry about it.
Y'all don't need to worry about nothing. Just don't cross them. That's how you should treat people in general. Just don't cross
Right.
them. You know what you about to step into, boy. That man gonna turn you, gonna easy squeeze you. Turn you into squeeze cheese, boy. Like we be calling him a big homie and everything, but don't get it twisted. That man is built like a wall. He is not to be played with.
Yeah.
You be thinking, oh yeah, he nice. He be caring to people. Yeah, just don't cross that man. Do whatever you do. But that's pretty good, man. I'm glad to see you got some stuff lined up for sure. And Techno, bro, what you got lined up? I don't know if you still about to start streaming or if you making content or anything like that. What you got going on?
Oh man, yeah, I'm still trying to get my stream set up. I just had a stream like a few days ago. Oh yeah, hit my Twitch. It's Call Me Techno. So it's my YouTube. So if you look for me, you can search me under that name.
I can put your link down there. Yeah, go ahead and plug your link in the description. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Legit. Okay. And I'm just going ahead and say before I have Dom take us out, I appreciate everybody for checking out the channel as well. And I have been actually noticing like my channel has been picking up and getting a lot more users. Even my Discord is starting to grow. So, hey man, I even though I don't say it a lot, I do appreciate it. I've been noticing the growth, and some of my videos are even surpassing or trying to surpass the one I did with Corey. And Corey's name, if it's attached to anything, will literally blow up because the dude's had like 7 million subscribers by now. But shout out to Corey.
Yeah, he just hit his 7 million. Good job.
Yeah, shout out to you, Corey. Dub. You still ain't forgot, boy.
Word, yeah.
Shout out to the brother, man.
Yeah, man, he's cool, man. He's cool people. So besides that, man, I just got more reviews coming on the way. I'm just about to keep up the content, trying to upgrade and probably get another capture card soon. But I gotta make sure I take care of some other things first. But that's pretty much all I got to say. So Dom, why don't you go ahead and take us out, my guy?
What I got some things going on recently.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm working on the EP is almost done. Trying to get this logo done for the t-shirts, for the 4-wheel t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? And so that's gonna be the package deal with the album. So like you just buy the t-shirt, you get the album for free. And
that's pretty cool. I didn't know
what else?
Oh yeah,
I'm working on that. Also I'll be working for this disabled art collective, so I'll be doing some social media management and content creating for them probably in the near future. So that's dope. And I'm gonna try to start a gaming channel and some stuff. I got a hip hop podcast gonna start up soon. I'm just trying to save up enough money to get a mic, so I gotta cut back on the gaming and the comic books to do that. So you'll hear me soon enough.
Double XL freshman list. I'm pretty sure y'all got some opinions.
Come on, bro. Why do you always gotta trigger me like that? No, one thing.
Bro, I was surprised you didn't say anything. I was really surprised. I was like, he ain't saying nothing about it. I'm like, he probably pissed the fuck off right now.
I looked at the list. Wasn't really that bad of a list, but I was like, okay, they ruined it the year, couple years before, so I stopped caring about the list.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm just always appreciative and proud of you guys in the show, and I love the people that stay and listen to the whole conversation and give Quentin feedback, because you know, it's great to know that you guys listen to us. Shout out to those that commented on the woke session, that you guys really stayed for the whole conversation, because you took in and you interjected.
You'd be very surprised. Some people don't do that. They click it on and they're not instantly satisfied. Click.
Wait a minute. Somebody actually commented on the woke session?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I check the comments just to see if somebody screams out, I don't like this 4-wheel guy. Just because I want to know if I'm doing my job right.
Being disliked? Come on now, fam.
It's the internet, though.
Like, you're going to have opinions clashing, like, regardless on the internet. It's just y'all just gotta
Yeah,
learn
that's
to
what I'm saying. But
they gotta learn to not get so
Mhm.
butthurt.
I ain't butthurt. That means I'm doing
Man,
my job right.
not in this day and
No,
age.
we talking about other people. Like some
Oh,
people, like
yeah.
you could say like a couple different things, and it could be misconcepted, and they could be like,
The social justice warriors, the holier than thou motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I love being a part of it. I love that we growing the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? The the sauciness of the ribs is on point. We wearing the right sandals.
no
We
light
wearing
skinned
the
ribs
right
around
sandals
here,
at
boy.
at the cookout. You know what I'm saying? So we can make it happen.
Zero light
You
skinned
know,
ribs. No light skinned
no
ribs. Has to
light
have
skin
sweet
ribs
baby
on the
Ray.
table.
Sweet baby rays
Sweet
only.
baby.
Don't put that
No
open
open
pitch shit
pit.
on there. No open pitch shit.
You know what the
Please put
sweet
sweet
baby
baby
rays
rays
make
on
me
there.
say when I eat it? Take a guess.
We can't reference Kung Pao Enter the Fist too.
We didn't do it the whole podcast. I was like, damn, I'm like, why ain't nobody say shit? You
I was
couldn't
like,
say shit about it
I was
before
trying
we
to think of
started.
ways to put it in, but I just remember Betty going, "Nyah, nyah, nyah," and that's it. But and then I forgot what the other girl's name was. It Fu or like what was her
Yeah,
name?
fool. Yeah,
You talking about the chick with the
fool.
one tit?
The no, well,
What?
Her name was
Yeah.
Roll or some
I
shit.
forgot about her too, bro.
You
Oh.
can't
She
forget a
had one
woman with one
titty.
tit. Hey.
She had
All
Hey,
right,
just one.
all right, gentlemen.
all right.
With that being said, we did Kung Pao Enter the Fist, old school style. I'm glad you enjoyed the session with the homies. Strictly nerd barbershop talk on another level.
Yup, yup.
Stay tuned, stay open, stay focused. This is Double Edge coming to you live with that waha action. Peace.
Peace.
Hey.